we will start as soon as all people in the waiting room are in with us. This may take only 2 minutes or less, but because some people are still in the waiting room, we will just wait for these 2 minutes. Excuse me for that. All participants are muted because any participation is to be sent via the chat. And after I finish, if we have time, I'll open a chance for questions. But during the session, there will be no live chat. You can write on the chat, but not talking in the class. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be with you tonight to just highlight some points that will help you to get the best of yourselves tomorrow in the exam, inshallah. You have done your best. You have studied hard. You are squeezed with lots of exams around you. Some of you have just left the exam rooms and they will now start revising with me, and then they will study, and next morning they are there. But let me tell you that all the work you are doing now is very highly appreciated by everyone, and you should be proud of what you are doing. You have done great. You have worked hard, and this is highly appreciated. Today, I will just focus on some shoots, some tips that will enable you to avoid losing marks, which can be avoided. I want you to get the best of yourself. Okay, so I'll go over the paper from the very beginning and I'll highlight some main points. كلكم تعبانين وكلكم اشتغلتم وكلكم بذلتم مجهود كبير جدا جدا. الله يبارك فيكم جميعا. انتم رائعين وعملتوا مجهود كويس واكتر من رائعين كمان، واكيد ربنا مش هيضيع تعب. النهارده انا بس بركز على بعض النقط اللي بنشوفها في الاخطاء. ارجوكم تيك نوتس وركزوا جدا ان الاخطاء دي ما تتعملش، لان كل كلمه هقولها هتوفر عليك ان شاء الله تعالى درجه، وهيكون احسن ليك انك انت تنتبه ليها ان شاء الله في الاكزام. Okay. Let's start with the reading section, of course. The first exercise, when we speak about the reading comprehension, the first exercise, this is the first one. As you see, exercise 1, 6 questions. It has 6 WH questions, and they get 8 marks. So you understand directly that question 6 requires 3 answers, not just 1 answer. And this can be clearly seen in the marks indicated on the right side of the questions. For this question, let me tell you something. Number 1, don't go and read the text. We all know this. We start from the questions. You will go to the first question and read the question carefully. Reading the question carefully saves a lot because you will know what you are looking for. You will not just go and you don't know where to go or what to find. Read the question carefully, underline the keywords, and then make sure that you understand what he wants you to do. This is really important. You should know what the question wants you to get. Then go to the text. Quickly run until you find the keywords or their synonyms. And in the first question, usually you will find the same words. That's great. Once you find the keywords you underline, slow down and start focusing on what you are doing and look around these keywords. Read the question again to make sure that what you are at is the answer you are looking for. This is essential for getting an excellent mark and an excellent answer. Okay? Then, then you will go and copy your answers. Copy again carefully in the right place in the question paper. Please, no chance for spelling mistakes. Any spelling mistake means you are careless. you will not get the mark. We know very well that the answer is there in the text. So please copy it correctly. Okay, no one will appreciate that you are in an exam, you are stressed. No, this what makes difference between people, each other. Okay, so make yourself different. Be careful, copy, don't rephrase, don't try to write what you understand. And I'll show you something now. But before I go to this, please be careful and very, very carefully don't what? Number one, don't rush. Yes, we know you are in an exam, but time is enough. Don't worry. Then don't overtrust yourself. This will result in catastrophic results. Okay, take your time. Okay, think twice. Double check your answers. Why you are in a hurry? You have 2 hours and time is enough. It's very well planned exam. And then I'll say, copy. Don't copy carelessly. Don't say the answers are there. They will not care. They know that I got the right answer. No. Any mistake in copying your answers will result in losing your mark. طيب. Now, أرجوكم انقلوا بكل حرص. انقلوا بكل حرص. محدش ينقل بإهمال. Let's look at this example. This is from specimen for 2024. And the question says, in which country can you find living stone plants growing naturally? Be careful. Read the question slowly. I need a country. If he asks for a country, don't go and write Paris, for example. Don't write Riyadh. Don't write London. No, country is a country. Okay? And I need what? Living stone plants growing naturally. Growing in nature. Okay? Now I go, after I read the question carefully, after I highlight the words country, living, stone plants, nature, I'll go to the text. Here in the text, okay, if you go and read, you will find, of course, the first question is expected to be in the first or the second paragraph. This is the normal thing for any Cambridge exam. They just go and you find them in the first or the second paragraph. Now, you will go and read. There, these interesting plants are common and wild in South Africa. Type. You got the answer South Africa. If you write South Africa alone, excellent. If you write it with capital S, capital A. If you write all letters capital, thank you, good answer. You don't have to write this, but still it's right. I can find living stone plants growing naturally in South Africa. Full answer, not needed, but still it's a good answer. What may happen? This. Some common mistakes. South Africa. You didn't capitalize the word. I told you copy. I said, please copy. And this is very important to do. Also, one spelling mistake. One spelling mistake means your answer is gone. So be careful when you copy from the text. This is essential for your marks. Now, we will go to exercise 2. Okay? And again, I remind you, for question 1, we have the last, for exercise 1, the last question requires 3 answers. These also need to be copied. Copy them. Don't try to rephrase. And when they ask for 3, Cambridge is great. Cambridge asked for 3 and give you 4. So check yourself carefully that you have taken the right 3 answers and take your time. Now we go to the second exercise. This is the most challenging exercise. And actually, it needs you to be focusing much on it. For example, why? And what is the best strategy to answer this question? For this question, if you want to listen to me, my advice, read A. And remember, it's capital A. Read A carefully. And then go to the questions and make your choice. Okay. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, no problem. That's fine. Then go to B. Read it carefully. And this time, if you notice, we go to the text first. We don't go to the question first, like in exercise 1. Read B carefully and choose what's good for B. But please, 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 when you go and you choose for B, don't say these ones are taken for O for A, I will not read them again. لا، اللي انت اخترته ال A اقراه تاني، جايز تلاقي في B او C حاجه اختيار افضل، فانت بتصحح نفسك. ما حدش يقول لا خلاص دي اتاخدت، لا. You need to recheck what you have done. So when you read A and you choose for A, then go to B, read B, and while looking for the right match for B, read the ones you have taken for A as well. You may find a better match. Okay? How to answer the question? Here are my points that I have just said. But I didn't mention write your answers in capital letters because the passages are ordered in capital letters. Okay, now go carefully. Everything must be done carefully, wisely, without any kind of panic. Okay, repeat for all sections. Okay, don't in this exercise. Please be careful. Number one, don't rush. Yes. Okay, always don't rush. Stop reading the statements you have chosen or decided on. يعني انت اخترتهم لايه؟ مش هقراهم وانا بعمل بيه، لا اقراهم الله يخليك. You may find a better choice. طيب then simply take the list. Oh, don't do this. If you finished A, B, C, and now you have two left answers or three left answers, don't go and write D, 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 D. No, 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 no. Check that you are on the right track. Check that you have taken the right choice. And even while choosing for D, read all your options. You may read the empty ones first, but go over the others. Okay, to make sure that you have done the right thing. That's for exercise 2. And I say, write your answers in capitals. Write your answers in capitals. Look at this, please. You have it chosen. Now you said C, A, B, C. Okay, when I go and write here directly D, 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 you are not allowed to do this. Don't do that. Don't do it. Why? Because you are not sure that these ones are right. Yes, read these. If they match D, put them and have a look at the others to double check your place. And please remember here we have the lowercase أو اللي احنا بنقول عليهم small. هنا capital letters. Capital letters. Make yourself accurate of everything. Don't give a chance for anything to knock you down. Okay, this is for exercise 2. Now, simply we go to exercise 3. Exercise 3 is a piece of cake, but still some people make mistakes in it. How to answer it? Exercise 3 is note taking. Okay, what should I do in note taking? Number 1, please read the question. Read the 2 side headings here. Disadvantages of tiny homes. And the other one, reasons why tiny homes are popular. Read these carefully and understand them to know what you are looking for. And after this, read the example to see how he wants you to take the notes. Look at the example. Too small to suit everyone. He didn't write the full answer, just the disadvantage. He didn't write tiny homes have a disadvantage that they, okay. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. They just go to the keywords. And that's what you need to do. You need to write exactly as it is written here. Okay, please. Type and copy, don't rephrase, don't write what you understand. No, please copy. He copies from the text and you copy from the text. Of course, here he asks for 3, you will ask for 3, you will get 3. But in the text, you will find 4. So make sure that you are on the right track. Make sure that you have taken the right choice. When you go to 9, reasons why tiny homes are popular. Again, we need the key words. We don't need full sentences. And we need them copied from the text, not your interpretation or what you understood. Please be careful with that. Don't make mistakes while copying. Again, don't make mistakes while copying. It's really dangerous. You will lose the marks for this. Okay. And there is a very big problem. Sometimes people go and underline, okay, disadvantages, 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 and they underline the reasons. And of course, both disadvantages and reasons are scattered here in the text. Some of them are here, some of them are there. They are not in order. They are not in separate paragraphs. And then they mix while copying. They take one of the reasons why the tiny homes are popular and they write it here. And while writing disadvantages, they write it here. Please double check. Finish one of them, make sure that you have taken what you need for the disadvantages, then go to the other one and write there what you need. Please don't write one here and go to write one here, one here and go to write one here. This can result in a horrible situation that you take one from the one you have underlined as reasons and you write it as a disadvantage. This is really important. Be careful. Okay, so now we need to also look at this summarized. How it is summarized, we see here. Read the headings for the question carefully. That's what we said. Why I repeat it here? So you have a better chance to remember. Okay, to know what you are looking for. Yes, exactly. Read the example to know the best way to write your answers and write them in the same way. Underline the answers before writing anything. Make your final decision. Yes, after you underline, you can say, okay, I underlined 5 ones. Which are the best ones? So make your final decision. Copy, copy, copy. Don't try to write what you understand. Don't try to rephrase. Don't write in other words. And copy with correct spelling. Copy with correct spelling. This is great thing you will do. Okay. Now, we will see here the don'ts. The don'ts are very important. Okay. What we shouldn't do, don't mix sections. Don't go and put something from section, the first question in the second one or vice versa. Be careful. Don't make sections. Again, I'll say don't rephrase. Don't make spelling mistakes. All these are essential. Okay, I'm just reminding you. As I said, you have done great jobs throughout the year. And I'm reminding you of what can be the trap that you fall in tomorrow. Okay, you have done good work. Take your time. Don't rush. Work carefully and wisely. Things will need to be reconsidered. Now, here is a sample of the question in the specimen. And I read here, too small to suit everyone. This is the example. And the text is here. I look in the text. Okay, I read the whole text, of course, until I come here. High cost of fuel needed to transport them. Do you think he will go and say, here are the disadvantages? But all of us know that high cost is a misfortune, is a disadvantage. So I underline it, I highlight it, and then as you see, I just copied it out. Every word as it is. I didn't even try to change anything. And please don't put 2 things on one line. Okay, here I need 3 notes or 3 disadvantages, and they are giving you 3 lines. Write each one on a separate line. And always write on the right place they ask you to write on. This is very important. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, I will go to the next one. Yes, this is the new guest we have for this year. The new generation of questions that come in the exam, inshallah, tomorrow. This question is a multiple choice. And multiple choice, you must be very careful with these questions. Why? Because here he will rephrase. He will change the words. He will change the way he asks. It's not like the WH questions. It's a different stage. It's a different phase. هنا الأسئلة مختلفة يا جماعة. لازم أقرأ بحكمة وأفهم كل كلمة إيه. طيب, will I start from the text teacher or from the questions? لا, start from the questions. Start from the questions. And normally, they are in order, except some question when he asks a general question about the whole text. Of course, this can be at the beginning or at the end. Once you meet a question which wants your impression or your interpretation or wants something general about the text, please leave it until the end. When you leave it until the end, now you are on the right track. Why? Because after you read the different sections for the other different questions, you will have a better understanding for the whole text and you can judge here. Okay? So please, this one, work with it very carefully. طيب, if there are some words I don't understand, anywhere, anytime, don't worry. You are not expected to understand every word. And you are studying IG. So you are more familiar with these things. So if you meet something you don't understand, still you can handle it. Still you can get the full mark. Don't worry. This can be your chance. Okay, so what you will do, you will go to the first question and read it. If it is a specific question for a specific paragraph or a specific part, go and do it. If it is general, you will leave it until the end, but please take your time in this question. Read carefully and try to make links. Type. Go to the questions first, read the questions in order, one by one, and of course you read and answer, and so on. So you don't just read and go. Okay? Look for the keywords in the text. Once you got, slow down and focus and understand. Here I'll say. The answers are rephrased. Okay? They are not written in the same words. Be patient and work wisely. If you find the right answer, if you can't find, if you can't find the right answer, this happens. Exclude the wrong ones. This is a very good strategy. I can't decide which one I should choose. I have 3 answers, and I don't know which one I should choose till the moment. So exclude. Start saying it can't be C, it can't be A, it can't be B. Choose until you have one left. This is the most likely one to be the right answer. Okay? So you can exclude the wrong answers if you can't pick the right one. Type the questions in this section. Be careful. Ask about reasons for writing specific parts of the text. Why did the writer say this? Why did the writer mention this? Okay, and this is great. You can just look at it and you can answer. Okay, but be careful. You need to understand. Then they ask for pronouns reference, which is the pronoun antecedent and the pronoun and its antecedent. Okay. So, for example, they give you he or they or them or it, and they ask you, what does it refer to? The word it refers to what? The word he refers to what? The word them refers to what? It can be any pronoun, and still you can do it. You can go with it. Okay. Now, I'm sorry because people are in the waiting room. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Another question. What you understand from the written clues? Sometimes they ask for this. Tahir, there is a very common question. Why did the writer write this whole text? Why? Okay. Now I'll go with this question item by item. And please try to be patient with me, but I'll try to go fast, not to waste a long time. I know many of you have tried this specimen. And if you haven't until today, Still, even after I do it, go print it and try it yourself. Okay, let's look at this one. Question 10. We have three answers, but I'll read here. How do people usually react when Josh explains his job to them? How do people usually react when Josh explains his job to them? What is the impression they give? What is the reaction? What do they say? Something like that. So now I'll go to the text before I read the options available. I'll go to the text first. I'll read the text and I'll come to this part. It's perhaps not something you have heard of. Oh, hey, after all, urban areas are the last places most people connect with animals conservation. That's certainly the impression, yes, I regularly get from those I speak to at any rate. So the impression, this is the reaction. The impression is the reaction. And look, he gave you the impression and he gave you what he means before it, maybe about one line or more. They are far, they are not just next to each other. The first impression I get from people, no, not this way. No, they are away. They are away. And look at this. The impression, yeah, something you have heard of. And it's the first question found in the first paragraph. Everything is fine. So I'll go and read. They are unaware that such a career exists. They have never heard of it. Okay, it can be. They seem unsure that the occupation is worthwhile. No, nothing like that. They are keen to share their own experience of city wildlife. He didn't say. If you go, and please go, yes, I underlined this in the exam. Please read the whole paragraph. But I'm just careful with your time now. Read the whole paragraph and underline this. It's still, you underline to know that here you are, but don't just underline and go to answer without reading the whole paragraph. It includes. Please do that. Of course, we will take the answer to be letter A. They are unaware, they have never heard about it. Okay, we will take A. That's the first thing. Now, we will go to question 11 as a second example. And it says, what does Josh say influenced his choice of career? Influenced his choice, made him choose, impacted his choice, affected his choice, anything related to taking the decision to do that. The choice also is the decision. I need to look for all these things together. And I'll go and search after where I found my first question's answer. It will take me to the second paragraph. And I'll see. I read the whole paragraph. Okay. Unlike many conservationists or ecologists, I have always felt comfortable in urban environment. Nothing about decision, nothing about choice career, nothing. Growing up in the suburbs meant my friends and I got to know every part of our city. Of equal importance to me, however, was having access to the extensive woods just a bike ride from my neighborhood. Till now, nothing about the choice of his career. My parents often took me there so I could burn off some energy and have the freedom to explore. Still nothing about career and decision. As I got older, be patient, don't rush. As I got older, having easy access to these quite different environments helped inspire me when I was thinking about my future. What's your future? It's your job. Thinking about your future, deciding or choosing your job. It can be still, you don't understand, no problem, go. Then I found a college. I found a college, I decided on my career because I want to be a doctor. I'll choose to join a college or school of medicine that offered an urban ecology degree course, and it seemed like the perfect combination. My decision was made. Decision was made. Choice was done. Thank you. That's fine. but teacher انا مش فاهم، يعني انا مش عارف انت تقصد ايه، انا مش عارف ايه اللي افكت، يعني انا ما فهمتش الموضوع. طب تعالوا نمشي بالراحه كده شويه. His early adventures with his friends. Did he give anything about adventures with his friends here? My friends and I got to know every part of the city. Doesn't mean any adventure. So I'll exclude this one. His family love of the natural world. His family love his natural world. My parents often took me there so I could burn off some energy and have the freedom to explore. Yani they are just taking him there to get rid of his annoyance. They are not nature lovers. I'll exclude this one. The location of his childhood, sorry, the location of his childhood home. Location, just a bike ride from my neighborhood. ممكن location شوية. وهنا he said having easy access because of the location made me choose on my future. يعني it can be more related than the others. So I'll take C. So this is what I said at the beginning. Exclude the ones you are sure they are wrong ones. Exclude them. Okay, I hope this will help you tomorrow. Right. Now, what will we do? We will go to question 12 and see it. It says in paragraph 3, Josh, sorry, question 12. Paragraph 3, Josh mentions some colleagues to demonstrate how. Okay, go to paragraph 3 directly and read what he says about his colleagues. Read the whole thing. And here you will see, I'll save the time, and here I say, but it's also the colleagues, the keyword in the question, on any project who make it special. Many I have worked with have made important contributions to the world of animal conservation. They are very good people. Some are even experts who research findings were covered in my degree textbooks. When I started my first project, as you might expect, I was constantly seeking second opinions. But the encouragement I received means I now just trust my own judgment. And that's important if I'm going to be valued by, okay, and continue. طيب, now I read it quickly. Let's go faster because we are revising, but in the exam, never go faster. They were happy to share the knowledge with him. Okay, maybe that's right. They helped him to gain some confidence. They worked together well as part of the group. But look at this, trust. I now trust my own judgment. This is confidence. So run and take B. B is the best answer here. Trust is confidence and so on. Let's go. The next question, 13. The word it in refers to in line 26. And he was very polite and he wrote 26 next to the line. So don't go and count the lines yourself. He will put the number next to the line. It is there. If you went and looked, you will find it. I'll show it to you now. Look. Oh, I didn't take it in the capture. It was here. It was written here, 26. The word it in line 26. I know very well in all grammar books, they always put the pronoun directly after the antecedent they refer to. Okay, so I find it, I look for the first non-human singular item and I take it before it. طيب, a disadvantage. Can it be? If it were in a grammar practice book, it will be disadvantage. But the best thing to do is to put the word you will choose in the place of it and read and see, is it logical? Does it give a good meaning or no? Can I say disadvantage gives you great opportunities for improving the techniques you have been taught? It is disadvantage. خلاص, it's an advantage. Having a fairly low salary is a bit of a disadvantage, but it gives you a great opportunity. يعني no salary وعندي good opportunity. No. But let me read from the beginning of the paragraph. I started out by taking on the role of technician, doing sorry. I started out by taking on the role of a technician, doing the routine and less interesting part of the project. Type working as or taking on the role of technician can give you a great opportunity for improving the techniques. So let's look at the answers. Taking on the role of technician, having fairly low salary, it can never give you something good having a low salary. Improving techniques you have been taught, no. So you will taking on the role of technician. Please, it's not like in the grammar books you may have studied in. It's not the first non-human one before it. And remember, if it is they, you will need a plural. He, you need the name of a person, a man, male. She, you need a female, and singular. They, of course, them, and everything. Please be careful with singular and the plural here. They must be matching in both. I can say it, sorry, and then I say chairs. No, singular, singular, plural, plural. Okay, now I'll take you to show the right answer. Okay, we said it. Now we will go to question 14. Josh suggests that his job suits. I'll go after the paragraph we were working, after where I found the answer, and I'll look. It will take me here. And actually, this is the normal thing that you will find in every Cambridge question, especially when you meet, inshallah, the listening. They give you something and another thing. And then at the end says, but the most important thing is. So if you look here, but the majority of the work can only be done by someone outside. By someone outside. The one who is outside, the one who works outside. If you read the whole thing here, okay, often standing around in all weather. This can be for people who have a lot of patience. He mentioned it, but now he said the majority of the work. People who enjoy being physically active,